Rise and shine, it's espresso time. Good morning, Believe Nation, it's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have an amazing gift inside you that I want to see explode out into the world. So grab your coffee and sip on today's message, Live a Balanced Life. Over to you, Gaul Gopal Das.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Most often, if not always, our lives seem to be out of balance. And when lives are out of balance, it makes us very irritable. You know, when we drive a car, we always drive a car and a car has four wheels. A rhetorical thing to say, isn't it? You drive a car on these four wheels, and these four wheels in the car of life represent: first wheel, your personal life, your health, your mind, yourself, the things that you love to do, the things that you would want to do, not have to do. Most times we live a life of have to do. I have to study, I have to work, I have to pay my bills, I have to pay the taxes, I have to do this and I have to do that. I have to go for this social function. I don't have a choice. I have to. Where did the love to go? We just end up living a life of have-tos and have forgot about our own selves. By subscribing to the pressures that come from all fronts in our lives, we've forgotten to live our own lives. We don't have time to unwind. We don't have time to spend with our own selves. We don't have time to be with nature and take a deep breath and just relish the crispness of the air. We don't have the time to do all of that. Especially in a metropolitan city like this. When the pressures are so high and the pace is so fast, we just don't have time for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And that's one car, one wheel of our car, isn't it? Personal life. Our health, for instance. Such an important thing. But at the cost of just running, we forget to pay attention to our own health. The second wheel of the car is family life. Demands attention, isn't it? Your personal life demands attention. Your family life demands attention, isn't it? Before marriage, when you are in love, they call it a crush, isn't it? But after marriage, all that is left is Candy Crush. All the crushes are gone and all that you're left with is a Candy Crush. Just keep playing Candy Crush. And all the headaches coming from all the pressures. One lady went to a doctor and the doctor said, "How's your headache, madam?" She said, "He's out of town." Gosh, I must tell you, it demands a lot of attention. Your personal life, the first tire, do you have one? Do you have a personal life is my question. Do you have time for your health? Even in my hectic schedule, I have made 5 days of exercise here still. In all the lectures and all the talks and everywhere I go, because that's what's going to keep me going. I have to give time to myself because I don't get more than 3.5 to 4 hours of sleep. So if I don't look at my physical fitness, I'm gone. Ladies and gentlemen, do you give time for yourself? Do you have time for yourself, your personal time? Or is that wheel out of balance? Is it a flat tire? The third wheel, tire of the car of life is your professional life. Your personal life needs attention. Your family life needs attention. Your professional life needs attention. And the fourth is your social life. Your friends. People around you, your colleagues. Those relationships that matter a lot to you. Those people who would support you in time of need. Because to your spouses, to your family, you could speak a little. Sometimes certain things are not always confided with just blood relationships. You need that social side. People to whom you can speak. Open up your heart. How often do we just carry this baggage of stress and load, anxiety and worry in our heads, lugging it all around as baggage? There's a social side to our life. Our friends. I've had those moments where I've snapped, even as a monk, because I'm a human being. Just because I put these robes of a monk doesn't mean I've become, a celestial angel. I'm still a human being. When one of those tires is out of order, if I haven't slept well, if my health is out of place, I'm going to snap out. You carry work pressures at home, you carry home pressures at work. Ladies and gentlemen, irritability is a symptom of an out of balance life. Stability in our responses is a symptom of a life in balance. We are irritable, we snap, we react at the drop of a hat for trivia just because we are out of balance. People who have a balanced life know how to handle pressure. People whose lives are not balanced sink under pressure and get so irritable at little things, they just kind of snap off.
So I really love the idea of the car and the analogy that he told. What I would add to it is that not every tire needs to be inflated to the same amount as everybody else. And I think what often happens is, for some people, they care a lot more about their careers. For some people, they care a lot more about their family. The percentage in the relationships are different for each person. Ultimately, what you have to figure out is what balance means for you. I remember watching a clip of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, I love that guy. And for him, a balanced life means before he ever gets on set to shoot a film, he needs to get his workout in. And he has a crazy workout. And so he'll wake up 3 to 4 hours before he ever has to go out on film set and work out. And to me, that sounds crazy. I'm filming today, I'm gonna make 25 big videos and another 50 or so like micro videos. I could not imagine waking up 3 to 4 hours before coming here to work out. I did 25 push-ups before I came here. That was my workout. That's it. I could not imagine waking up 3 to 4 hours early and doing a full workout and then coming here. To me, that is not a balanced life. But it doesn't matter. To him, he understands what balance looks like for him, and he does his life. And I think that's what's really important. We can learn from all these different people and look at what they do in their schedule, and ultimately, though, you can't judge them. You can't say, Dwayne, he's crazy. That's crazy out of balance. No, for him, that's what he wants. And so if you're modeling success and you're learning from Dwayne Johnson or me or whoever it is that you're looking up to, you try it. You look at their morning routine or their balanced life and you try it in yours and see if it makes sense. Because ultimately, we shouldn't be judging somebody else's perception of balance, but figuring out what balance looks like for us. And so we're all driving these cars down the road, down the highway every single day. But how much we inflate each tire, you have to figure that out on your own. And that's the game. So the question of the day today is, I'm curious, what does a balanced life mean to you? How are you spreading your time out amongst the 4 tires in an ideal way? I'd love to hear from you. Leave it down in the comments below. I also want to give a quick shout out to Albert Torcaso. Thank you so much, man, for picking up a copy of my book and doing the shout out on your YouTube channel. I really, really appreciate the support, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed the read. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another shot of Espresso.
It's a very conscious effort for me to do something that challenges me every year. I do one of those. But I also do those where I can put my hair down and just look pretty. I'm a girl, I love doing it. I love blockbuster Hindi movies. It's my favorite genre of film. Whether it's in Hollywood or in Bollywood, you take me for an X-Men, I would much rather go see that than I would see a film which tells me a serious story. I'm that audience. Yeah, sometimes I feel as an actor, I don't get pushed and challenged as much. But you can't always be doing the same thing. I like the Will Smith way of doing movies. You do these big movies with big money and big budgets, and they're commercial and they're successful and you look hot and you look great, and then you do that. So you have to be able to balance both. Very few actors get to do it. And I'm glad that I'm part of that elite group of people.
So are you an actor whose philosophy is to work or to wait? Are you more of a, like, I'm not going to do anything until I find the right thing, or you're just like, I should be working? And
I'm a little bit of a workaholic, but I can't. But I I feel like I like to take my time on. I want to be able to select what I should do. I like to try to explore different things, different types of experiences. But movies select you, and by that I mean a director and a script. They are the ones that are gonna throw the party, and you want to go to the best party. You know, we used the metaphor of a party for a movie. So a good director and an interesting story will always, dominate the choices that I make, or control the choices that I make. Because if right now a great director with an interesting script comes to me and wants me to do a character that might not be a huge stretch, but to be involved with a team. Movies are not made alone. It's teamwork. That always will be like exciting, and might take first place. A good team might take first place. But I like to take my time, but I like to work too. So just a good balance. Just keep a good balance. I don't think waiting too. Sometimes it's good to wait because you get exhausted after doing movies. You kind of like I give it a lot of energy, so I'm kind of like exhausted. But a balance. I might wait for a little bit and then do two movies almost back to back.
Now, did you have any conversations with Paige O'Hara, who voiced the character?
I didn't know.
Back in the animated days?
It's interesting. I've done a few movies where I play, someone's played my character before, or that, my character exists in real life, and I've always chosen not to.
If you want another amazing video highlighting excellence in the Indian community, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.